as I'm setting up, I just realized I forgot like, I think 3 baskets. I don't know. I think they're usually in a bag that I bring, and then I guess they weren't. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna figure it out, I guess, because I forgot the basket that my $4 mini octos and my worry worms go in, my poop bag holder basket, and my scrunchie basket. So there is a Dollarama very close to here, so I might get my boyfriend to literally just go and get a few baskets, and I'll have to figure it out with that. So I'm all set up now. So what I did for my mini octos and worry worms, I just kind of laid them out, stacked them a little bit. I'm gonna try to make a little sign to put their prices because they're not individually priced. And for the scrunchies, I used a basket that I had that I would usually put other stuff in, but I just put my scrunchies in there, and then I'm gonna try to make a little sign saying the price of them. They're $4 each or 3 for $10. So yeah, and then for my poop bag holders, I just didn't put them out because they don't really sell that well anyways. If I do need to fill my table at any point, then I can put the poop bags out, but I'll just keep them away for now. So I don't have paper to make my little signs, but I do have these little paper bags that don't have handles, and they're like my backup bags if I ever run out of my regular ones with handles. So I'm just gonna use this and like cut a piece of it to make a little sign and then tape it where it needs to go. So this is what my mini octos and worry worm section looks like. I do need to make more worry worms, but I put the little sign right there so you can see the price. And then this is what I have for my scrunchies. My sign is falling. I have to fix it. I don't know how else to get it to stay, but I just put them in this little basket. In this basket I usually have my milk and cookie and my eggplant and some chickens, but I put those chickens somewhere else so I can put my scrunchies in here, and I will try to fix this little sign here. So I think all the issues I had today are solved, like my baskets, you know, I just kind of went with it. I can't really do anything about it. And my boyfriend didn't want to go to Dollarama because I don't think it's open right now, and if he leaves he won't be able to find good parking again. So whatever, I just figured it out. And I did bring stuff to crochet because the past few markets have been really slow. So I brought some stuff to crochet, but I forgot my crochet hook, so I will not be crocheting today at the market, it seems. So it might be a little boring if there's nobody, but that's fine. It's just past 9:30 and I made my first sale. I sold 2 $12 geckos. So it's a bit past 10 and I still didn't make another sale since the 2 geckos. And the 2 geckos didn't pay my booth fee, so I'm kind of worried, but I hope more people show up. It's still kind of early, I guess, on a weekend. People like to sleep in, so hopefully it gets more busy as the day goes on.
Oh yeah, bye.
Okay, so I'm back home from the market. It's been a few days, and the market wasn't so bad, like overall. There was something else going on, I'm not sure what. Like in the clips that I took from the market itself, there was these people on like these big leg things. I can't think of the word right now, but it was like kind of like circus people. And in the street right beside where the market was, there was some guy doing like stunts and juggling with fire and things like that. So there was a lot of people, but most people were there watching all that stuff. And some of them like did come and shop, but I feel like the biggest attraction was like the stunt guy. But this market was better sales wise for me than my past 2 markets that I did at that same event. So it definitely wasn't bad, but I have done a lot better this summer at different times doing this event, but it wasn't that bad. So as usual, I will go through all my sales with you guys. I'll tell you guys all the items I sold, how much I sold them for, and if I have a picture of that exact item or something very similar that I made, I'll put a picture up to give you guys an idea of what it is that I sold. And then after that whole breakdown, I'm going to do the other little breakdown of how many of each item I sold out of how many I brought. So my first sale of the morning, I sold 2 items to the same people. So I sold 2 geckos for $12 each. I recently started making geckos because I have a reptile expo soon, and I thought that geckos would be good, and I just started making them just to kind of see how I would make them, and I brought them to the market and I sold some, so those are definitely cool. People definitely like them. Next, I sold a turtle for $28. Then I sold a small elephant for $20. It was the same pattern as all my other elephants that I make with Bernat blanket yarn, but this one was just made with acrylic yarn, so it did come out smaller. Then I sold 1 mystery bag for $25. My boyfriend sold one of his octopuses for $5. Next, I sold a mini turtle for $10, and then I sold 1 pumpkin for $15. Then I sold an elephant for $25, and then I sold a chunky dinosaur for $28. Then I sold a bee keychain for $10. Then I sold 1 octopus for $15 and 1 snake for $25. Then I sold another mini turtle for $10 and 1 mini octopus for $4. Next, I sold another mini octopus for $4. I sold this little random frog I had for $10. I had made it with Bernat Pipsqueak yarn the night before the market. It was supposed to be a frog, but it didn't really look like a frog, but this kid really loved it, so that was definitely good. Next, I sold 1 octopus for $15. Then I sold 1 mini whale and 1 leggy frog together for $15. I have a deal with those ones. They're either $8 each or 2 for $15. So they bought 1 mini whale and 1 leggy frog together. And then I sold another mystery bag for $25. And then I sold 1 bee for $12. And I sold another mini octopus for $4. I sold another mini octopus after that for $4. I sold 1 scrunchie for $4 also. Then I sold 1 cow for $32. I sold 1 chicken for $18. I sold 1 leggy frog for $8. And lastly, I sold 1 bee for $12. So that gives us a total of $408. But there is a $45 booth fee, so that would leave us with $363. And the square fees for that day were $1.49. So our total profit for that day were $361.51. The square fees really weren't a lot. Most people did pay with cash. I think like 3 people paid with their card on my Square reader. So that was definitely good because that cuts the fees a lot when people pay with cash. Now for the extra little breakdown where I tell you guys how many of each item I sold out of how many I brought, if I do know how many of them I brought. So I sold 1 chicken out of 2. I sold 1 bee keychain out of 1, so I definitely need to make more of those. I sold 2 leggy frogs out of 6. I sold 4 mini octopuses. I sold 2 geckos out of 5. I sold 1 regular turtle out of 4, and I sold 2 mini turtles out of 2. I sold 1 pumpkin out of 4. I sold 1 cow out of 2. I sold 1 small elephant out of 1. I only had 1 made with acrylic yarn. The rest of my elephants are made with blanket yarn. And I sold 1 regular elephant with blanket yarn out of 6. I sold 2 bees. I don't know how many I started with. I sold 1 mini whale, and I also don't know how many I started with. I sold 2 mystery bags out of 5. I sold 1 chunky dinosaur out of 3. I sold 1 snake out of 4. I sold 2 octopuses. I don't know how many I started with. And I sold 1 scrunchie, and I also don't know how many I started with. So like I said, it wasn't a bad market at all. Now I do wish it was a lot better because I was supposed to have this huge craft show this coming weekend, but it is canceled because of Hurricane Lee, who is coming straight for us. So that craft show is canceled. So now I just wish this market was a lot better because I will not be making the money I would have made at that big craft show. I was really looking forward to it, and I've been prepping for it for months now. So I'm very disappointed, but I obviously understand why it's canceled because there's a hurricane coming. But yeah, there's absolutely nothing I can do about that, so I'm just gonna kind of have to deal with it. I am not sure what I'm gonna do. I have a bunch of stock. I'm gonna try to find more markets and craft shows for after the hurricane to try to make up that money I lost by not doing this huge craft show, but we'll see how it goes. So that's gonna be it for today's market vlog and breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!